tub, go to the beach.
You see that?
I have a total look now.
I'm socializing.
And just more confident.
And I'm just happy.
I feel really good about myself.
My whole life changed because of this.
So I think, oh my gosh, I look like 10 years younger.
It's just the best thing I ever did.
You just wait. You might see me on television again.
That's me.
Well, I was working a job where I had to go off the job and go different places. And I was so self-conscious, I couldn't talk. I do a lot of crying when I was home because it was painful. I mean, it was really painful because my pride was my hair, my shoes. This is something that my mother told me. Okay. If your hair looks good, you look good. If you got the right kind of shoes on, you really look good. So, and it really, I mean, I panicked. I panicked for about 5 years. I wore wigs, I wasn't happy with them. I got weave-ins, I wasn't happy. And during the time, my husband said to me, you must be going through something. I said, yeah, because I was very angry and evil. And my daughter was like, you know, this is not my mother. My hair was the thing that made me feel like I was somebody. I was so self-conscious, and I didn't want to go anywhere. I had to speak in front of people, and I didn't want to do it. So right about now is about the hardest time in my life, you know, because when I had my daughter, she'd say, when she was about 16, Mom, you are so pretty, you know. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't see pretty. You see, where did she come from? You see that? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I can't wait to get home so my children can see me. There are women out there like me. I've seen them, so I know what it is. And they need to know that they can have a change and they can be beautiful. I didn't think it would happen for me. It was just by luck that I got it. And I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for the world. You know, I'm hoping that this will get out so that people could see how they could change their lives and change their face and all that. So it's a good thing. It really is. It's really a good thing. I am so happy. You just wait. You might see me on television again. I'm telling you.
I believe I started to notice it in my 30s. I would go to the hairdresser and I would notice thinness on top, and my best friend would say to me, you know, you're looking thinner on top. It looks like you're developing a bald spot. In the beginning, I tried to experiment with hair color. I tried perms, short hair, longer hair. That didn't help. You name it, I've tried it. I've tried volumizing shampoos, mousses, anything that said volumizing. I tried it, but nothing worked. I was afraid to go swimming because I was afraid when it was wet that you would see it more. I had a fear of tall people because I was always afraid they were going to look down into my head and see it. I didn't like photography. I was afraid to take a picture. And that, I think, what brought everything to the head here was a photograph. And when I saw myself, I was devastated. So I didn't like to be photographed. There was a job promotion I wanted, but I was afraid to go for it because I would have to meet people, I would have to be with executives, and I just didn't think, I had the appearance for it. So it was difficult. I feel wonderful. It's so natural. I can move it, I can style it, I can go to the gym, I can go skiing, I can tie it back, I can sit in the hot tub, go to the beach, just like anyone else. It's the most natural thing, comfortable. It's part of me now. If anybody needs help, don't hesitate. There's help out there, and it will just give you a whole new life. I have a total look now. All the clothes in the world can't give me a total look unless you have hair, and I feel just terrific. I really do. And I even bought a convertible. And I love my convertible, and I have the top down and the hair just flies, and I'm happy. It's just the best thing I ever did, the best thing.
When I first experienced hair loss, it was a shock to me.
The pain that I felt and the humiliation that I felt.
When you start every day of your life looking in the mirror and struggling,
Try to hide it.
Trying to cover it, teasing it, spending hours in front of the mirror.
not wanting to talk to anyone about it, and just going into a shell.
I was so self-conscious. I didn't want to go anywhere. I had to speak in front of people, and I didn't want to do it.
I just didn't know what to do.
Because I searched and searched and searched, and nothing really worked for me.
Your hair loss consumes your whole life.
I had nobody else to talk to about this.
I would not want to see another woman go through what I've gone through.
This solution works for me.
I know that you can't tell which is mine and which isn't because it's all mine. That's why.
So natural.
I mean, you can play with it, you can tease it, fluff it, and primp it.
I've worn it up and I've worn it down.
I can go to the gym, I can go skiing, I can tie it back, I can sit in the hot tub, go to the beach.
You see that?
I have a total look now.
I'm socializing,
And just more confident.
and I'm just happy.
I feel really good about myself.
My whole life changed because of this.
So I think, oh my gosh, I look like 10 years younger.
It's just the best thing I ever did.
You just wait. You might see me on television again.
That's me.
I noticed my hair started thinning about 8 years ago after my husband started making comments on it, which was very upsetting to me. I would get very angry and try to just close them out. I really didn't want to hear about it. I should have expected it. I should have seen it coming. My mother had very thinning hair, and from a child, I had very thick, heavy, natural curly hair. In the 40s, I had the Shirley Temple look. And so to have this happen to me, it's been devastating. It's put me in a shell. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go to functions. I fear having pictures taken of me at a function, which has happened at a wedding. at a table, a back shot, and here I am sitting there with this scalp showing in the back of my hair, and this is after going to a hair salon and having my hair done for this wedding. But after you leave a salon, it just separates and you're exposed again, and you're worrying who's seeing it. The most thing that bothers me really is talking to people in a conversation and they're making me feel as though I have nothing to contribute to this conversation because they're not listening to me.
Right.
I don't see their eyes in my eyes. They're looking at my head. That bothers me more than anything visual. Really does. I use a lot of gels to thicken it, hairsprays to hold it. I've also tried the little clip-ons, which are horrendous. They don't blend in with what hair I do have left. The color is never right. And the worst thing for me is having the grandchildren come over, and sometimes my clip-on is on, sometimes it's not. If the doorbell rings, I can't answer it if my hair isn't clipped on. It's just like my whole life is consumed about my hair. And there are other things in my life I want to do and think about other than my hair. I would love to get up in the morning and have hair, and I don't.
I agree.
I have some hair left, but not a lot, and they've integrated it with matching hair, and I know that you can't tell which is mine and which isn't because it's all mine. That's why. I have flexibility. I have natural curly hair, always have had. I had the Shirley Temple curls when I was a child. And on mornings when I don't feel like blow drying it and having this look, I can just shake it out and have the curly look. So I have flexibility. I have the same flexibility with my hair that any other woman has that has her own natural growing hair. So it's great. I have my life back. Everybody has their own thing. With me, my life is my grandchildren. And when they look up at me and say, geez, Mimi, you are a beautiful Mimi. And I die.